Okay. Sorry. Uh, I was talking about the MCU and everything like that. So sorry about that. So moving on. I totally apologize with that. So going back to the MCU, the problem with the MCU, in my opinion, is that some people might say it's too comedic and everything like that. No, what I have a problem with the MCU is that they have something that is great and tells the story. And then you just got engaged in it. You're like, okay, cool. All right, cool. And then instantly they make a joke. And then it kills it. That's what kills me. I remember telling my friend about it. He's like, yeah, exactly. That's what kills it. I'm like, dude, you had me. Now you joked about it. Now it's just like, oh, okay, so you why should I care? You joking about it like, oh, I don't like like it doesn't bother you. Or you joke about it like it's just an everyday occurrence. Like it's Saturday morning cartoon type of thing. Look, if you're doing this with these and that's the thing. I started noticing this in Age of Ultron. After Age of Ultron, it just went like downhill after my opinion. There was still some good stuff. We still get some good stuff. I love Loki and I love WandaVision. I don't give a fuck what no one says. Fuck the haters, to be quite honest with you. Because the haters don't know shit, to be quite honest. The haters just want to be like, oh, this wasn't that. Wasn't what? In your vision? I'm not talking about in the comic books, because that's different. Those, it's funny, those, if they were complaining that that wasn't in the comic book, I mean, that wasn't in the comic book and that's not their thing, I would agree with you. But that's not what they're saying. They just complain to complain. And then when they get hype, want to see Mephisto, and then they don't see Mephisto, they want to bitch about it. Well, too fucking bad. You guys want to hear the rumors, the speculations, and all that. You'd be like, it's true, it's true, it's true. And then when you see, you'd be like, it's not true. I'm like, of course it might not be true, you idiot. Stop thinking that it is true. Stop believing everything that you see on the internet. That's true. All of you guys fell for it. That's the thing. All of you guys fell for it. And they took the opportunity to take advantage of it. The studios, Disney and Marvel. I would too. It glued everyone on screen to WandaVision anyways. It did what it had to do. So don't say that it wasn't a good marketing strategy. It was a perfect marketing strategy. And I bravo for Marvel and Disney for doing that, to be quite honest with you. Because I would have done the same shit. It is sometimes when studios take advantage of stupid motherfuckers, trolls, basically, it's hilarious. I love seeing that shit. I do. I love seeing that shit. Because it tells me there's someone in the back row that is competent in looking at the trolls and saying that, go fuck yourself. I'm doing my own shit here. If you don't like it, fuck you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We need to leave these studios to do what they want to do. All right. Obviously, there is a book to be made with these characters. Obviously, you don't. Again, going back, you don't. You could do what you don't fuck up Batman's origins. Basically, you could do everything you want with Batman, but don't fuck up what he is. Basically, and for the most part, from what I'm seeing from the MCU, they're not. They haven't been doing that. I don't know what everyone's complaining about. To be quite honest with you, I know why. I mean, I get it. Some character development, or one character changing from this show to another show, kind of like what Daredevil, basically. Oh, Daredevil wasn't like this in his show and shit like that. Look, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But this is just what it is now, man. This is just what it is now. Hey, if you don't like it, that's fine. Do I like it? No. But to be quite honest, I'm enjoying the shit out of all of this shit. Is it bad? To be quite honest, I like bad shit sometimes, man. So bad that it's good? Yeah, man. Why can't we just enjoy that shit sometimes, man? Now, I'm not saying everything that the MCU puts out is good. Good lord, there's some things I'm just like, ooh, because I could pick out some Loki episodes that I could be like, I could skip this episode and nothing will bother me at all. Like, I feel like we didn't progress with the story here, you know? So, and that's just for Loki. I have no complaints with WandaVision, you know? So, what is it? Hold on for a minute. Okay, so let's get to the chase. Like I said, the problem with the MCU is that it hypes up this grand thing. It leads you into it basically. Even the characters talk like, "Oh, something happened to me and everything like that." You into it and everything like that, and then you just you hear something that they're like, you feel for them, and then all of a sudden they crack a joke and it just kills it. And I'm just like, stop that shit. You're making me not believe that you'll feel this way, dude. You're making me believe that you just don't care. Now, I understand sometimes there are characters and people in real life that would do that to cope with the situation, and that is fine. But every character doesn't have to be that way, man. Not every character. Calm the fuck down. Either that or the writer's just like that to begin with. You guys got to understand, sometimes when a writer is the way it is, sometimes the writer can show who they are just by writing a certain character on the screen, man. You guys don't realize that. Some people do, some people don't. Some people that do analyze movies and be like, what was this director, how was this director feeling for this character? What was his vision for this direction and all that? And is this character, in a way, a vision of him or her? Sometimes it's not like that, but sometimes directors do that to put themselves in the moment of what they're making, because they are making it at the end of the day, man. You know, that's the thing. Because if they're not making, because I don't know, man, it's I don't, and you know what's funny too? Some people do joke saying that, hey, maybe maybe it is an AI just producing the Marvel shit and everything like that. And to be quite honest, guys, don't be surprised if that's real. Don't be surprised if that is real. The reason I say that is because they literally told you in She-Hulk, but all of you guys just want to hate. Seriously, if you guys are still going to be this dumb in 2022, then leave this channel. To be quite honest with you, I'm not going to be this dumb and this ignorant anymore. Okay? You can't be this dumb and ignorant in 2022 when they actually telling you what the fuck is up in She-Hulk by the end of that at the end of the shit. I want to talk to Kevin. Oh, no one knows about Kevin. Freaking big giant AI that produces all the Marvel shit. Come on, man. Come on. People are saying the same thing with the Disney live action movies like Pinocchio. Oh, is this just an AI just shooting out shit? Most likely, man. They showed it also in the Space Jam 2 movie. How many of these projects they need to do to stick it in your head that this is actually a thing? AI has taken over, guys. Stop thinking that people have are doing shit. They just getting paid. Most people are like, that's kind of scary. Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. The truth hurts, I guess, right? Most people are like, then we need a real person to make real movies and real shows and shit. Well, what's the point in that? They're not going to do that. Why would they do that? The MCU and all these Disney shit are making more money than ever before. So crank that shit with more of the AI crap. The AI is evolving anyways. you know? It's kind of funny how that is. You know? It really is. And I'm not talking about this is not a spiritual enlightenment thing or anything like that. It's just facts, man, if you actually looking at this shit. But going back, that's not what the problem about the MCU is. That right there, that they put in the MCU is great, to be quite honest. I love the fourth wall breaking with She-Hulk, obviously, because she is the original full break the fourth wall. She is the original break the fourth wall before Deadpool. Okay? So if anyone says, oh no, it's not, yes she is. He's just saying that because maybe she's a woman, or maybe because she looks freaking fit as fuck and that ass. uh, um the one thing I never did talk about, I will talk about more why the MCU is the way it is. But I want to say one thing too. Since, I'm a big Howard the Duck fan, um, Why in the fuck he wasn't in She-Hulk? Already, you're gonna have what, Man Thing? Or Man Swamp or some shit? You're gonna have him in what, the werewolf show or movie, whatever you're doing? He's gonna be in that, supposedly. So that just tells me you're about to do the Howard the Duck universe, because he's in that universe. Stop tiptoeing Howard the Duck, guys. Stop tiptoeing Howard the Duck. I'm dead serious. They tiptoeing him. They really are. At this point, they are. You guys are so close to literally how close you did She-Hulk, which Howard the Duck could have been there because he knows her. What, you're just gonna put Howard the Duck in the what if shit? But there's not second what if, so there's that, which I would have liked, to be quite honest. I like the what if stuff. I don't care what no one says. I love what if. What if is amazing to me. Right? So okay, so another main reason why the MCU is the way it is because the fans. Yeah, I'm saying that right now. The fans. Why? Because it's not all of them. I'm not going to say it's all of them because it's not. It's not all of them. It's just so much of them. Just speaking in a vocal my point, it's almost it's got to the point that the trolls are trying to freaking be on top. So the people like me and you that are watching this video that are not trolls, basically, we get pushed to the shackles. So they listen to these trolls. That's why everything is so like PC now. That's why they listen to these trolls, and guess what? Everything's not fun anymore. But I'm still trying to have fun in an environment that's trying to not have fun. And sometimes the MCU is having fun. Sometimes the jokes that are there, they make me laugh. Even though I know it's not, sometimes I can laugh at bad jokes and corny jokes, but still, I like laughing at at those things. It's just the way I am as a viewer, and it's me. And there's still some enjoyment to these things, but at the same time, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're laughing at it. It's almost like, okay, have you guys watched Cult of Chucky? If you guys have watched Cult of Chucky, you would know how I felt about that movie. I watched the movie, I laughed with my sister, and by the end of it, I felt empty inside. That is that. That's the MCU now. That's the MCU now. I laugh, I laugh, I laugh. Once it ends, I feel empty inside. That's it. It's just a time for you to laugh and move the fuck on. That's it. That's it. That's it. And it shouldn't be that way, to be quite honest. It shouldn't be that way. With characters like Wolverine, Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man, the Incredible Hulk. Don't get me into Hulk, because that character on its own can be could be literally carrying this whole series right now. I am dead fucking serious. No fucking what? Captain Marvel? What? Miss Marvel can carry this shit, to be quite honest with you. I want to have Miss Marvel carry this shit. I don't care. you know? And I kind of like how Miss Marvel was. It was kind of corny, cringy at times, but still it was kind of corny. In my opinion, I thought it was kind of corny. But that fun corny, not that bad corny. But I had fun with it. I had fun with Miss Marvel, to be quite honest with you. So, was it the worst thing I ever watched? No. Same thing with She-Hulk. Was it the worst thing I've ever watched? Guys, I watched Cat in the Hat. What else you got? Come on, man. What else you got? Seriously, man. Seriously, what you got? What you got? You got nothing. You got nothing. You got nothing. You got nothing. If you can't beat Cat in the Hat, you got nothing for me. I'm dead serious. Some people might be like, "Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad." Nope, ain't Cat in the Hat. It ain't Cat in the Hat. Now I'm talking about the live action one with Mike Myers, not Michael Myers. That would be cool though. uh, Oh, I can imagine that movie. Make that script, to be quite honest, guys. But let's see. Can I think of one thing about the MCU right now? Oh yeah, who's carrying the MCU? That's another problem. Who's carrying the MCU right now? Who? Who? Is it Spider Man right now? Is that what you're trying to do now? Is it Spider Man? Because to be quite honest, I'll be honest with you, it's not walking. I feel like it's not walking. Because I just said who's carrying this franchise now? Who's the mascot? Who are you promoting? Who are you promoting as the head lead of the MCU now? Who? Who is it? Because if it is Spider Man, you're not. I don't see it. I really don't see it. I don't. And that's bad. That's really bad. What are you doing? What are you doing? What do you think I mentioned this whole AI shit? Come on, man. Let's be real here. Let's be adults. I'm dead serious. Come on, man. I'm not playing with you. Seriously. Don't be like, oh, I'm not going to consider it. For you to not consider it is you not being an adult. To be quite honest with you, even not even thinking of it is just like really not even going to even think the possibility it could be. You know. But still, what's going on over there? You know. I didn't want to talk about Pinocchio or anything. I mean, I already kind of did, but that broke the camel's back for a lot of people, man. And I'm surprised it did because Lion King and Aladdin came out, and that should have broke the camel's back right there. Because fuck those movies. Seriously, I didn't even watch Lion King. It's I. What? Why should I watch Lion King? The characters had no expression. So if the character was screaming, how I know they was or talking or laughing, how I know they were laughing and talking or smiling? Oh, but it's supposed to be realistic. They were talking. Or is there something you don't is there something you want to tell me? Do you want to tell me that animals used to talk back then? Either that, or you're just going to tell me it's not realistic for animals to talk. Boom, boom. See, I put you in the corner right there, and you don't like it, and that's where people will be like, "Well, leave the video." Basically, that's when they leave the video. That's too bad for them. It's not my problem. It really isn't. It really is not my problem. So, yeah, I can I think of another thing that's holding the MCU back. I'm sure you guys can think some. Maybe I could think of a couple too, man. Because if I shut this video off and I think more of it, I'm going to kick myself. Uh, some people, if someone is going to mention this whole pushing this woman agenda type shit, look, I want to say this right now. To be quite honest, I don't notice that shit at all. And all of you guys that are still trying to push that shit, please stop. Please stop. We see you true colors now. We do. We see you true colors. You're trying to push this narrative that there's really not a narrative in these shows sometimes. Especially She-Hulk. She-Hulk doesn't have a narrative. What the fuck's wrong with you? She-Hulk is being She-Hulk. And that whole part when she's talking to her cousin and she's like, oh, I don't want to get, grabbed and get killed and everything like that. And people are like, oh, whatever, man, whatever, woman. And me and my friend are like, what are you talking about, dude? If she lived in a ghetto, you understand. But you don't live in a ghetto. You live in a suburban. So fuck you, motherfucker. Seriously. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. People wanna disagree and disabuse what's the word? People wanna freaking not talk about it or even think about it, mainly because it hasn't happened to them. Oh, it's not my perspective. But you're not thinking about other people's perspectives, man. You didn't know what other people went through. But that's another story for another day. But for people to bash that part, I'm just like, are you serious? You guys are stupid. Really stupid. And She-Hulk is not really that bad. Is the CGI terrible? Yo, they did not give a fuck. And I love it. 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 I'm serious. I'm serious, man. I'm serious. I don't know what that says about me. Some people be like, "Oh, you're not a fan." Of course I am, man. But this shit, that's what I'm talking about, man. So bad it's good. That's what I'm talking about. You know? And for all, the acting is not bad anyways of the show. Could it be better, the show? Oh, fuck yeah, man. Of course. Any of this MCU stuff could be better. Even Loki and WandaVision could be a lot better. But I'm satisfied with what I got. I'm not angry and pissed off. It's not, to be honest, it's not, what is it? In my opinion, it's, to be honest, it's not, it was an insult to my intelligence because I, even if it does something stupid or dumb, I could still laugh at it. You know? You know? Seriously. It's not like they're looking at the screen and saying, fuck you, you don't deserve to watch this. Seriously. They never do that on screen, man. You know how many times She-Hulk looks on the screen and tries to hype the fan up with was it Wand? Wand is awesome. I fucking love Wand, man. Wand is amazing in this show, man. I love Wand. Literally, some people say he's carrying this phase 4 of the MCU. I'm just like, yeah. And who else is carrying who else is carrying the MCU? I am. Mainly because I'm enjoying this shit, bad and good. I don't care. Cause guys, I've gone to the understanding after Age of Ultron that this is not gonna get any better as it gets. Sorry. Oh, but Infinity War, yeah, Infinity War was amazing, but Endgame was eh. To be honest, the comic books did it better. uh, and I didn't even read those. I just seen like skip panels of it and shit like that. And I've heard word of mouth about it, and I'm just like, that sounds more badass, to be quite honest, than what we got. Not to say the whole thing with everything with Thanos was great. Obviously, I would never complain about that. Everything with Thanos, oh come on. You think I'm gonna complain about Thanos? Hell no. Hell no. I will never complain about Loki or Thanos, to be quite honest, or Ultron for that matter. So for what we got some really good major villains. To be quite honest with you, I just wish they lasted longer. Keyword Ultron. Seriously, how cool would it be if we still got Vision versus Ultron a whole bunch of times, or everything that or what happened with Wanda in WandaVision? What if Ultron just happened? Just joined in or figured out what's happened with Wanda, and then he just found a way to manipulate her even more, or just took advantage of what she can do, or something like that, or something, just something. You know, just to me, I would have never got rid of the character. That's just me, man. That's just me. But that's why I was excited to see him in What If and everything. But that despite that. So that's another flaw right there. Killing off Ultron. Why would you take him out? You know? I would have kept him. I would have kept him. But and hey, maybe would have got Ultra Vision. That's why I like to call him. But we probably would have got an Ultra Villain, Ultra Vision early in live action. That would have been badass. I would have loved to see that shit. But we got it in What If, and that's fine. Some people want to talk about shit on that one. Oh, that's just lazy writing. Thanos just comes and he just lasers him. Oh my god. He's two AIs in one. So obviously he knew what to do. He calculated the easy way to get rid of Thanos. Laser the fucker. And that's it. You got a problem with it? Too fucking bad. I didn't have no problem with it. Though I thought it was cheap the first time. Yes, it was cheap because I wanted to see them fight. But hey, it's not like that would not happen at the end. Freaking um Ultra Vision would just and kill Thanos. Because I already knew that he's way too powerful to that. I mean Thanos. Thanos was way more weaker than him, most likely. He was. He was. He was. That's why he killed him off so fast. And why show a battle if we know the outcome of it? To be quite honest, and not to say that's not fair, because it's almost like saying, "Oh, Dumbledore versus Voldemort. We should see that fight." Nah, let's not have that because we already know the outcome of that. It's like, no, we want to see it, which is true. It's not like I didn't want to see it, but it's just that's what they did, and it's not like I don't like it, but it is what it is. But looking back at it now, I'm not saying I don't like it, but it is what it is. It is. Looking back at it now, it is what it is. It is. You can call it lazy, but I'm not. I'm just gonna be like, well, there's that. So what's next? If they don't care, why should I? Seriously. If they don't care, why should I? And that is another problem too. You see? See, I'm just pointing out the problems with the MCU right now. You see, this is great. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It's true. If you don't care, why should I? Is it my fault? No. It's not my fault. It's their fault for me not caring. You know? Hold on for a minute. Okay, yeah. It's their fault for me not caring, to be quite honest. It really is. It's their fault for me not caring. Mainly because they just don't do anything. They sit here, toot their horn, make the trailers look amazing and beautiful, and then you watch it, and you're like, where's the substance? Where's the juice? To be quite honest, where's the grasp? Seriously, where is it? But the first thing I did talk about the problem with the MCU is how much they, do this grand thing and then they take it out with laughter, and I'm just like, that's the one problem that I have the most, despite everything that I said in this video. That's the one thing that I'm just the most with it, with the MCU. I don't know why. I don't know why that bothers me the most. Out of everything that everyone has been talking about and everyone has said, that right there bothers me the most. The most. I mean, I know why. I know why, because they have, again, going back, they have something and they just decided to be like, yep, let's kick it to the curve. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. You know? Some people don't like the whole, what is it, meta stuff. Some people are tired of that. To be quite honest, I don't care. Bring on more of the meta shit, to be quite honest with you. It's going a lot in media, not just in the MCU. It's going a lot in a lot of stuff. I don't care. I don't know why you guys hate meta stuff. Sorry, it's too real for you. Seriously. Seriously. Because some of the meta stuff that they're telling you are like truly real, and then no one doesn't want to fucking listen. Too fucking bad. Too fucking bad. Oh, I just don't want to be lectured. The movie's not lecturing it. It's literally telling you what the fuck's going on, but you're just not listening because you're fucking stupid. Seriously, man. Seriously. Uh, I understand you're an adult, but when you fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You know, when you hear it multiple times, something's up. Seriously, something's up. Don't be that stupid. Don't be that type of person. Don't be that type of person that if you hear it a billion times, you're just gonna still ignore it. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. That's literally saying that, hey, I've been hearing all my life, if there's a fire and if there's fire on you, stop, drop, and roll. You know, you've been hearing that all your life, but once it finally happens to you, you don't do it. You're gone like a fucking bitch. What? That's a fast way to fucking burn yourself alive. I tell you that much. You know. So it's just weird, man. It really is. And going back to the fans too, the fans don't help it either. And are they even fans to begin with? Like going back with the trolls, these people are being catered to, but also being ignored, and they just destroying a lot of shit for no fucking reason. For no reason. For no reason. Right? And that's why you don't see a lot of stuff that that a lot of people might say, "Oh, why we don't have this and that?" It's because the trolls, man. The trolls have put a stop to that. They say that, "Oh, we want this stuff and this and that," but every time we get it, you guys shit upon it, and then it doesn't sell well, and we don't get nothing, or something worse happens. We just don't get it at all because the studios decided, why should we do it? They're just gonna shit on it anyways. It's true. For example, why make why make a good effort of doing something new, bringing something to the forefront to people, and making them think? They would just bash it. What's the point? You're right. So what's the point of all these books? What's the point of all these movies? What's the point of the internet? Let's get rid of this too, right? Seriously. If we're that to the point, let's get rid of everything. Seriously, let's go back to medieval days. Seriously. If you're that if you're that fucking upset, if you're that trollish, to be quite honest. It's fucking hilarious to me that the MCU and other in other forms of media, like, you know, people like Dave, people like people like what's his name? Hold on. Okay, sorry. People like John Campia and others in his studio like him. Those are the trolls that I'm talking about. Oh, hell, they're trolls. They're a form of media that if they talk shit on something, everyone's just gonna not watch it. And that's a problem. You guys need to think for your fucking goddamn selves. For example, if the imperfects doesn't succeed, blame those motherfuckers. I'm saying that right now. I am saying that right now. The imperfects might not be the best show or something like that, but it is fun and it knows what it is. That's what I'm talking about. These type of shows, we need these type of shows sometimes, man. Why? Because everything is so overproduced. What the fuck's wrong with all of you? And I'm tired of that shit. Many of fucking people are tired of that shit. Overproducing shit. That's another problem with the MCU. Overproducing crap. Stop it. Just stop it. It looks like shit. It's the same thing with WWE. Stop overproducing. Same thing with video games. Stop overproducing. It looks it look it look it doesn't look like a game anymore. It doesn't look like a movie anymore. Now a game looks like a movie and a movie looks like a game. The fuck? And not even that. You know? That's why I have a problem with these fucking people. Look, I want you to hear this shit. Hold on.
Straight to series sci-fi show, and the premise basically is this: some supernatural entities are being tested on. There's a chupacabra, there is a succubus, there is a banshee, and there are also angsty teens, and some of them are in bands and stuff. Woo! If you like Riverdale, you'll probably love The Imperfects, is how I feel about this trailer. I love, shout out to whoever at Netflix said, hey, you know that one episode of Stranger Things everyone hated and we pretended never existed? The planned X-Men one? Yeah, let's just go ahead and, spin that off into its own. I mean, serious. I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to watch this because it looks so weird and bad, and this does feel like the kind of tombstone bullshit that I am into. Ooh, this looks really, really good bad.
That's the type of people I'm talking about, man. That's the people I'm talking about. That's the people I'm talking about. And then they were like that, but then they were like She-Hulk and won't have no problems with it. Oh, it's so progressive. I'm talking about shit like that. If you want to get down to the gritty of, if you want to mention the whole freaking agenda type shit with women, if you want to, I guess. The whole Nazi agenda fucking bullshit, I guess. If he's still trying to do that, I guess. But I know those people are trying to push it. Even though they're like, no. People like that, just don't listen to them, man. Don't listen to those people, man. You have a brain. Think for yourself, man. Think for yourself. Seriously. And fuck people. Fuck those people that are like John Campy and the rest are in there, man. Fuck them. Fuck them. They're sold out, man. They sold out. They sold out like many other of these YouTubers, man. Seriously. Remember, you guys gotta remember, man. YouTube used to just be a wild, wild west, man. With no famous people. Let's tend to keep it that way. Okay? YouTube, we all know YouTube went downhill when Google and YouTube merged, but no, we all knew it went downhill when these celebrities try to get into it because no one wasn't paying attention to their shit or paying attention to the TV. It was all YouTube because we were dominating. We're still dominating. What do you think everything has happened here, man? But that's a story for another day. But everyone knows about that shit, man. Everyone knows we're the alphas right now, man. What do you think? What do you think everything with Sonic is the way it happened? Don't tell us that we're not the alphas. Look what happened with Sonic. Okay. Look what happened with the Little Mermaid. Despite the fucking flaws with that and the terribleness with that, but still, look at that and everything with the documentary of I love you, and you love me. The Barney documentary. Look at that. If you haven't checked it out, look at the trailer if you haven't seen it. But I'm telling you, man, it just gets, people want to say it gets worse and worse, but don't worry, it's not going to get as much worse as it's going to get. Because remember, these are trolls. If you go up to them, they're little bitches. They are. They're little bitches. So they don't put up a fight because they can't fight because they're scared to. These are the same people that can't even play fucking strategy RPGs, turn-based RPGs. Seriously. Oh, I can't go back playing Final Fantasy 1 because it's not action RPG. Okay, then go to the side over there, man. Click a mindless fucking button masher. And I don't mind action RPGs. I love action RPGs. But when you're stupid and think that all turn-based is outdated, then I'm just going to say to you that maybe you should get knocked over the head. Or maybe you should not play video games in general. You know? It's like almost using the auto battle through the whole game. You're not playing the game. You dumb idiot. You know? And if you just want to get through it just to hear the story, well, guess what? Read a fucking goddamn book or watch it on YouTube. While you got the game. You're wasting your fucking goddamn time. You're wasting your time. Don't play a video game and just press auto. Now, excluding Final Fantasy 13, because you're still in a way playing, and you don't have to use the auto battle. to begin with, anyways, in other games. But if you are doing that, only use the auto batter in those games, in my opinion, to go through what is it enemies that you already beaten, basically. That's what I do. So, but what? Okay. One more thing about the MCU I could add on a note is that on a high note, it does look great. To be quite honest, the MCU still looks pretty good. But a lot of people are probably already ditching out already. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised. But at the same time, I hope it's mostly the trolls that are ditching out and not the people. Because if the trolls are just ditching out, then the people can come in. And maybe we can get some, some calmness, and we can get some creative juices going now, in my opinion. Because these trolls are not getting some creative juices out here. Why? Because every time we get something out, everything's just going to get shit on. So why try? Why look again? Looking back, look at Pinocchio. Why do you think they didn't try? Why should they try? You guys are just going to shit on it. That's how it is now. That's how it is now, guys. You guys have fucked up. The internet has fucked shit up so bad for a lot of people that these developers are scared to do anything new. It's our fault. Well, in a way, it's not everyone's fault, but it's a lot of people's fault. Because again, that's why I have a problem with Square Enix and some other video game companies. Stop catering to these people. You're catering to people that don't give a fuck. And that's another problem with the MCU. You're catering to people that don't give a fuck. And that's how I'm going to end it. There you go. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm glad you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to watch part 1. The part 1 is mostly an intro, so I would title it as, as an intro. So this would be the meat. There you go. So there you go. Yeah, you know what? There you go. So I'll see you guys later. And be safe. Give me your thoughts and your opinions about the MCU. And do you agree or disagree of everything that I said here? So that's just the way I feel, and that's just the way I see it, man. And hey, if you see it too, cool. If you don't, that's fine too, man. That is fine. At the end of the day, we love superhero shit, man. That's what we're all here for. And that's why I'm here to talk about it.